there is an organism spitting out neurons.
Nice neuron. Pick one out for me.
How about this one?
Is this neuron legit?
I'm in neuroscience. You think I can have fake neurons?
I'm asking you, is this neuron legit?
Are you messing with me? Let me show you just how real these neurons are. You didn't think all neurons look like this, did you? This is the gauge staining technique from the 20th century. It labels only about 1 to 5% of the neurons. It's great for visualizing single neuron morphology, but it left people with the misleading impression that the brain is sparsely wired.
What are you doing now?
Let me show you how to build a Connectome dataset.
Connectome? What's that?
We'll put it this way. Modern neuroscience believes that how the brain works depends on how neurons are connected and how they interact. If your brain were a supercomputer, then the Connectome would be the blueprint of all its physical wiring. The brain is so finely structured that visible light just won't cut it. We need electron microscopes. First, we embed the brain tissue in resin, then treat it with osmium. Osmium atoms bind easily to cell membranes. When the electron beam hits the membrane, it's deflected by the osmium nuclei. That lets us image the tissue with high precision. We slice the brain thin, take a photo of each section, and stitch them together to trace every single neuron, ultimately reconstructing the whole brain. Slice, image, reconstruct. Sounds easy, right? Alright, let's launch the Digital Life Initiative. Let's grab a volunteer and make it digital immortal. Ha, just 86 billion neurons. Okay, we'll take it slow. In the tales of the Jianghu, whispers unfold. Of a wandering being's its story untold. 6 legs and 2 wings, known for its vigors, but few know it shares 60% of its genes with humankind. Just like you and me, it sings to its beloved, finds its way home, searches for food, and flees from predators. It can learn in ages, it gets tipsy from wine and buzzed from caffeine. Tiny body, sharp in brain. Drosophila melanogaster. In this vast universe, each creature follows its own path. And yet, the great truths are simple and always leads to one. Within humans, neurotransmitters like acetylcholine and dopamine governs our joys and sorrows, love and grief. Remarkably, this tiny fly experiences the world through the very same chemical messengers. So you'll see, though life comes in many forms, the brain, its workings, echo universal principles. The road to cyber immortality must start with our feet on the ground. Contrary to what people once thought, real brains are densely packed with neurons. In this tiny brain, there are about 140,000 neurons and over 50 million connections. The neurons I give you, all from this Connectome database, guaranteed 100% authentic. My friend Yin Yijie can vouch for that. She knows this database inside and out.
So, what was it like to be the fly whose brain got cut into slices? Was it conscious? Can I see consciousness from the slices? To understand the fly, one must put oneself in the fly's position and see things from the fly's perspective. If I was a fly and got cut into thousands of slices and every slice imaged, where am I in this? Which slice am I in? Have I already been uploaded?
Just another day in the lab.
Alright, let's stick with the digital fly for now.
So, we actually have a cyber immortal digital fly already?
Well, there's a not so realistic one. It's a detailed model of the fly's body structure, combined with a multi-layer perception from deep learning to simulate flying and walking. Think of it as just a shell. It doesn't replicate the brain's wiring or neural activity. It lacks a soul. To give it a soul, well, the Connectome provides the pathway. Flowing through it is the neural activity that encodes all the organism's thoughts and sensations in any given moment. Right now, we only have the morphology and connection map of the neurons. But synapses are not static. They change with time and input. Each neuron integrates input, excites or inhibits others, constantly adjusting, collaborating over fast and slow timescales. This dynamic interplay is what makes brain computation so rich. The connectome tells us where information might go, but not how it actually flows. Once we fill in the dynamic of these neurons, then this fly may truly be reborn in cyberspace.
Thanks to prior research, my colleagues are already trying to build the fly's soul. We're already figuring out how the flies decide when to start eating or when to groom their antennae, essentially how information flows through these circuits.
Even though it just slice, image, reconstruct, gathering, processing, and analyzing all this data is far from simple.
The latest dataset took over 200 scientists, more than 5 years to build. Is the fly brain too complex, or do we need to be better?
Of course, it's the fly brain's complexity. These 140,000 neurons are not joke, but the tiny nematode worm C. elegans, with just over 300 neurons, we've got that mapped. Scientists are already using the data worm to study how neural structure affects activity and behavior. You can join too. Visit iware.org and help us reconstruct the connectome, speeding up science. You received your entire genome when you were just a fertilized egg. But your memories and personality, these form over a lifetime. Every moment of input reshapes your connectome. So I believe your memory, your personality, even what makes you, you, emerge from this vast web of ever-shifting connections.
Our brains are incredibly efficient processing systems. I'd love to know how they do it.
Perhaps in the future, brain-inspired AI, modeled on the real principle of biological computation, will drive the next revolution. We will start with the worm, then the fly, the zebrafish, the mouse, and the monkey, and finally decode the ultimate mysteries of the human brain itself. That may be how future generations will view the epic of neuroscience. Armed with blade and algorithms, we ventured into the chaotic depths of a fly's sub-millimeter brain to decipher the source code of all carbon-based mind.
It is the most mysterious part of the human body, and yet it dominates the way we live our adult lives. It is the brain.